A question that we may never know the answer to is, when will humanity go extinct? When will our presence on Earth be non-existent? We only have speculation of possibilities of how this could happen. There is a wide array of different ways that we as a species may die out. So that being said, in today's video we are going to be discussing 5 ways that humanity may go extinct. Number 5. Climate change. First off, we will discuss climate change, which is the current most prominent way that our species may go extinct. The unnatural change to the climate of the environment is not to be understated. We can very easily go extinct from these changes. A positive note for us is that this is a human issue, and a problem that we have created ourselves, and luckily for us it is still currently reversible, and we can set our climate back in a natural direction, but we only have 9 years to do so. It is believed by many scientists that by 2030 the changes to the climate will be irreversible, and humanity will be well and truly screwed. The UN climate report and the subsequent climate reports have warned us that global carbon pollution must be cut in half in the next 10 years for us to avoid catastrophic, irreversible damage to our planet, and yet we are still going in the opposite direction. For some reason, the mindless goons at the top of large corporations don't care about our planet. The planet that gave us life, the only place in the universe that can save us. I believe that these doofuses should be arrested and put on trial for crimes against humanity. What they have done is truly evil. They have been warned for over 30 years and have changed nothing, and all they think about is more money. But their money won't save them when they die from their dumb actions in the end. The years 2015, 16, 17, 18 and 19 all had the highest temperatures since 1880, which is absolutely insane to think about. But also, the 20 warmest years of recorded history have been within the last 22 years. These facts are completely mind-blowing. If we can push together as the human race and take control and put our planet on the correct trajectory, we can survive all. But if not, we will likely die due to the climate in our lifetime, and our children's, and so on and so forth. So when in your day-to-day life, try and do the best you can for the planet, because if every person makes a change, then we can change the world. Number 4. Nuclear annihilation. Ever since the bombing of Hiroshima and Nagasaki and the subsequent Cold War, nuclear war has been on the minds of many throughout the world. The premise would be that in the future, or the possible near future, there will be a World War III taking place between the most powerful countries in the world. Each of these countries has a huge arsenal of nuclear weapons. The total recorded amount of nuclear bombs is 14,000 in the world, but you can take that number with a grain of salt. But the scarier number is that around the world there are 6 nuclear bombs that are missing. Who knows where they could be, and how close they are to being set off. The thought of this is scary indeed. The question is, will this happen? Will there be a point where countries will be pushed to all-out nuclear war? It does seem very plausible for this to occur, because most countries are trying to fight to control the world and its resources through gaining a better economy and having more means of production and larger militaries, for example. Even if conflicts never reach the point of nuclear war, there are still other possibilities of how nuclear war may begin. Take into account the 1983 nuclear false alarm incident. A Soviet air defense lieutenant colonel, Stanislav Petrov, detected nuclear launches from the US and judged it to be a false alarm, disobeying orders to fire back a counterstrike. By disobeying his order, Stanislav prevented the deaths of millions of people around the world. It goes to show you that any moment there could be a false alarm or even a system hack and using nuclear launch codes, it is terrifying to think of what the future might hold for us. Number 3. A meteor. We could find ourselves suffering the same fate as the dinosaurs and being completely helpless to do anything about it. A meteor, unlike the other possibilities so far on this list, would be something on a cosmic level that's trajectory we cannot change unless we figure out a way to protect ourselves from meteors by redirecting them, or perhaps by destroying them before they get too close. Either way, an event like this would be catastrophic for life on Earth in general, not just the human race. Many species would go extinct because of the meteor impacting the Earth. This would be through after effects as well. These after effects being earthquakes, tsunamis, and as well as the air being polluted by smoke. The meteor that killed the dinosaurs was tens of miles wide, so imagine something that is hundreds of miles wide, possibly colliding with planet Earth. The consequences of this impact would be extremely dire. The one positive of this threat is that usually we can predict the route of the meteor before it comes close to Earth, so perhaps if we knew we would be hit, we would be able to put countermeasures in place to keep humanity safe. Who knows? The possibilities are terrifying. Number 2. Artificial intelligence. As we have discussed on this channel before, the ever-developing artificial intelligence is a possible cause for concern for the human race. It is possible that we could create a conscious thinking AI that is much more intelligent than we as humans, and has a much larger potential than we do to become more intelligent. For us, when programming an artificial intelligence, the said intelligence may pick up many human characteristics, because of course, it is after all created by a human being. This AI could see humanity as worthless, and that all biological life forms in the universe are a plague that will destroy all in their path. This may cause the AI to attack humans and exterminate us, forming a new AI machine civilization. These AI would not be held back by their biology, so they would be able to travel throughout space and live for longer periods of time. Maybe they won't even kill us, just take all of our resources and head out into the universe to find more resources and expand their civilization across the universe. While this is a large amount of speculation into the topic, many respected scientists are wary of AI and what the problems it could cause for humanity's future are. Given that we take things slow and progress very cautiously into the future of artificial intelligence, I believe that it can be a great tool for humanity to use. It is really how far we take the technology. Sometimes too much innovation is a bad thing, and as long as there's moderation with the technology, and it is tested, it is likely that everything will be okay. All we can do is sit back and wait to see how artificial intelligence progresses into the future. Number 1. We meet the wrong aliens. When speculating about the extinction of the human race, our brains always tend to take us, at some point, to the prospect that an advanced alien civilization will come and destroy the planet, take our resources and enslave us. While speculation about alien life is very broad, we can determine that it seems like an alien civilization coming to Earth for our resources is very unlikely due to the fact that most of the resources on planet Earth are very common in the universe and can be easily obtained without a fight at many other different locations. While you may also bring up the point that they may want to use us as slaves, that is also extremely unlikely. This hypothetical alien civilization has traveled light years to get here. It is most probable that the aliens have many other better means of carrying out any labor that they may need to be carried out. So then, why might aliens want to come and destroy us? While it may be unlikely, there are some possibilities that explain why we may be killed by aliens. Some of the reasons include alien viruses, as well as the aliens wanting to eradicate humans out of fear of us advancing enough to kill them first, thereby neutralizing us as a threat to them in the future. Firstly, we will analyse what an alien virus may have in store for us. While it is very relevant right now, given we are currently experiencing a global pandemic, it is interesting to speculate on, because an alien virus is not one that originates from here on this planet and may not have any properties that we have ever seen before, and that life forms like us may not have a good enough immune system to deal with such an alien and intense virus. While I said an alien civilization may want to exterminate all human life on the planet due to us being a threat, it could also be possible that it is due to us being a threat to the rest of life on planet Earth. If life is rare in the universe, and there is a minimal amount of advanced civilizations, these civilizations may decide to traverse the universe, protecting all life that they can find at all cost. Who knows what is in store for the human race? All we know is that our lives are fragile and precious, and can be taken away from us at any moment, whether it be from nuclear war or an alien civilization attacking us. The thought is still frightening.